today's fast-paced and highly connected world, overthinking has become a chronic issue for many people. Whether it's replaying past mistakes, worrying about the future, or second-guessing decisions, overthinking can lead to emotional distress and mental exhaustion. Interestingly, overthinking is not always entirely negative. It has both pros and cons. This dual nature is one of the reasons why overthinking continues to be a widely debated phenomenon. While some may argue that thinking deeply helps with decision-making, the constant loop of worry and doubt can become paralyzing. In this essay, we'll explore the origin of overthinking, how it affects our lives, and most importantly, how we can take steps to stop it. To understand how to stop overthinking, we must first look at where it originates. Overthinking is a product of both psychological and environmental factors. On a psychological level, it often stems from anxiety, perfectionism, or a fear of failure. People who tend to overthink may have experienced trauma or high pressure in their upbringing, which caused them to develop a habit of excessive caution. From an evolutionary perspective, our brains are wired to evaluate threats and plan for uncertainties. In ancient times, this helped humans survive. However, in modern life, this survival mechanism can backfire when it's applied to everyday stressors like social interactions, academic performance, or job decisions. Environmental factors also play a role. We live in a world of constant information, social media, news updates, and endless choices can overwhelm the brain. The more options we have, the harder it becomes to make decisions confidently. Society often promotes the idea that we must always strive for the best and that every decision is high stakes. This pressure feeds the habit of overthinking. How overthinking affects our lives. While some degree of reflection is healthy, chronic overthinking can be harmful. It affects our mental health, relationships, and productivity. When we overthink, we create unnecessary stress for ourselves. This mental overload can lead to anxiety, depression, insomnia, and even physical symptoms like headaches and muscle tension. Over time, this constant mental strain erodes our self-confidence and emotional well-being. In relationships, overthinking can cause misunderstandings and conflict. For example, someone who overanalyzes a friend's message or a partner's behavior might create problems that don't actually exist. Professionally, overthinking can result in procrastination and decision paralysis. People may spend too much time trying to make the perfect choice and end up missing opportunities altogether. How to stop overthinking. Stopping overthinking is not about eliminating thoughts altogether. It's about learning to manage them more effectively. Here are several strategies to help break the cycle. First, set time limits for decisions. Giving yourself a deadline forces you to act instead of ruminating endlessly. For example, if you need to choose between two job offers, set a timer for 30 minutes to weigh the pros and cons, then make your decision and move forward. Second, practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing or guided meditation, can help you stay grounded in the present moment. When you're focused on the now, there's less room for worrying about the past or future. Third, take action. One of the best ways to break the cycle of overthinking is to take action, even if it's a small step. Progress builds momentum and confidence. Waiting for the perfect moment or perfect plan can keep you stuck forever. Fourth, talk to someone. Sometimes, sharing your thoughts with a trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide clarity and reduce the burden. Others can offer perspectives you hadn't considered and help ground your thoughts. In conclusion, overthinking is a common but manageable issue. While it may occasionally help us prepare or avoid mistakes, too much of it can cause emotional distress, decision paralysis, and harm to relationships and mental health. By understanding its roots, recognizing its effects, and applying practical strategies like mindfulness, action taking, and cognitive reframing, we can learn to quiet our minds and live more freely. Learning to stop overthinking doesn't mean we stop thinking. It means we start thinking more effectively. In the end, it's about finding balance and giving ourselves the permission to be imperfect, take risks, and trust our instincts.